Hello, a very good morning to you and welcome to the Mbmt show brought to you by the South Entrepreneurship Development Center in collaboration with Heat 95.9 FM Calabar. I am Victoria Epo and today we'll be looking at the topic, turning your hobby into a business. Interesting, right? How do you make fun money? Most people, whether they are teens or adults, have certain activities they absolutely love. An activity you love so much, you do even if you weren't getting paid. One way to bring that passion to reality is to turn your hobby into a business. Spending your free time gardening, painting, watching movies, playing video games, cooking, baking, name it, can be fun, right? It is the thing that renews your passion, the thing that makes you feel that all is right with the world. Forget about the high fuel price. Turning your treasured hobby into a business will take hard work and truckload of creativity. But the rewards are endless. You ask me why? Because you'll be doing what you love and getting paid for it. So today we'll be discussing turning your hobby into a business. How do you make fun money? And calling in all the way from River State is Mr. Wale Ibinaiye. Mr. Wale is founder and CEO Cad Consulting, Portharcourt, River State, and a Microsoft certified software developer. Wale has over 17 years of working experience and is an avid designer and agribusiness enthusiast. And also with us today is Mrs. Ekine. She's CEO Turning Point Bridals and Events. I know that rings a bell. So she's in the studio with us today and they would be sharing their experiences with us, how they turned their hobby into a business. So good morning, Mrs. Ola.
Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Cross Riverian. Good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning, Mr. Wale.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, Mr. Wale, are you there with us?
Yes, good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay, so people, grab your phones and call in with your questions or contributions on 0700 95944 836, 080 92 955, or tweet at us with your questions at Heat FM Calabar using the hashtag Mbmt show. Remember, we are discussing turning your hobby into a business. So we'll start with you, Mrs. Ola Ekine.
My name is Ola, as everybody know me to be.
So tell us your experience. What was this hobby that you love so much? Something you enjoy doing? What was it?
As a kid, and specifically when I got into secondary school, I turn everything around in the house. I try to beautify everything I see around, especially the cutting work in the house, the chair arrangement. But I haven't graduated from the university. I got into baking. I make a lot of snacks in the house. And when I finally finished my postgraduate degree, I started asking myself, what do I do? And I picked up, the money I had with me available then was 1,000 naira. And I picked it up and said, why not me go into making chin-chin back from my room in Portharcourt. And I started making chin-chin and started selling it to the abokis nearby, selling it to the primary schools I had there. From chin-chin, I got into making major other snacks like meat pie, fish roll. I got into cake making, gradually moved into decoration, and by the grace of God, 16 years after.
Wow.
16 years in totality, 6 years in the house, 10 years now in Cross River. 6 years being back there in the house, making it, going out to sell, making cakes for people, decorating for events from my home. Mostly your inner circle, your family members, your church members, your neighbors, your in-laws, doing a lot of things for them, having the opportunity to see them partying and being the one to do all of the basic things for them. That's how I started.
Very nice story. Well told. So this hobby you had was baking.
Yeah.
Was baking and then putting things in place in your house.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what attracted this business.
Yeah, it's Definitely, talent is called passion.
Yeah.
For me, it's passion.
Okay.
Deep in you, it's deep there. It drives you. Whether you're being paid for it or you're not being paid for it, you decide you want to do it. You just want to be happy with yourself. You're not doing it because of the money you're paid for. Not even now. I'm being paid for the quality of wisdom I have. I'm only giving an appreciation. For me, every fee being paid is an appreciation for my talent, for the inner man in me. You know, I keep doing it. Everybody in the house, I want to do party or la. What do you think? And I just keep scrambling and we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. I remember about 3 years ago, my brother-in-law came to Cross River and he said he wants to marry again. I never allowed him to sleep that night. I had to tell him, pick up a pen, let's pick up a paper. We're going to do this, we're going to do this, and he was like, don't you sleep. And like 3 years after we met and somebody else wants to do wedding and was stuck, he said, she won't allow you sleep. It's passion. It's what drives you in. It's not because of the money you're going to be paid, but because there's something in you want to express. There's something in you feel it's a portion of joy or happiness in you want to share with every other person around.
Okay, so having said that, so at what point did you realize that you could actually make money from this thing that you love doing?
Okay, I encountered a lady called Ibifre Chejina. I encountered a lady called Ibifre Chejina, the former director of Elf Petroleum. Okay. She ate my cake from my husband's cousin I made cake for, and she insisted she wanted to meet me. Okay. And she gave me a diary and the names of her family members and said, henceforth, whether I'm in the country, I'm not in the country, I want you to make cakes for those people and send it to them as though I'm sending it to them. From that moment, I saw my turning point. From that moment, I discovered, can somebody give me a diary and say I should bake cake? Can somebody give me a diary and say, this wedding is holding, you have to be the one to do the decoration? Oh, I started making money. I started making money to assist in my marriage. I started making money to assist in my family. And I now realized I need to develop my person because now I'm being needed publicly, no longer in my family circle, no longer in my neighborhood. And I started acquiring knowledge. I started paying for knowledge, to know more in what I'm talking about. It's no longer a passion. It's no longer just a hobby. Now you professionally have to deliver.
Okay. Let's hear from you, Mr. Wale. Hello, Mr. Wale.
Hello, yes, I'm online.
Okay, Mr. Wale, can you share your story with us? What was this hobby that you had? This thing that you love to do, what was it?
Okay, great. I have 3 primary hobbies, so I'm going to animals.
Oh, okay.
I love to live with animals. I love to play with them. I love to see them happy in their various stages. So I started years back when I was in primary school. My dad caught 2 dogs in our garage and he gave them to me. So I was excited. I was looking for the best way to keep them because I've always admired them from afar. So I never had any close contact with them.
What kind of animals were you picking then? What kind of animals were you picking then?
Oh, well, just the regular chicken, normal domestic chicken, and just the goats. Those were just the 2. And it wasn't directly me, but I was the one who was taking care of them.
Okay.
They were owned by my parents. Those were the first animals I would say that was owned by me.
Okay.
So the first challenge to overcome was how do I make a cage for them to eat comfortably. Which I had to do. I learned that from a friend and I moved to the big cage. So those dogs stayed with me. I started gathering more. I started traveling. I could get more dogs. At the point, my dogs rose to 42.
Wow.
42 pieces of dogs. I wasn't eating them then though. But during one of the holidays, some of my friends came around and we had to kill 2 grills and eggs, and that turned the whole thing around. So I got more interest. I got canary, got some other domestic birds, all those ones that come around your house that you don't get to know how to catch them. So that's where it all started. So when I got to secondary school, I increased the scope of the animals I was keeping. My mom actually bought me a male and a female rabbit. So I started, I moved away from the average, being an agrarian, to having a holiday animal. So I kept them well too, and those rabbits eventually turned 50. Eventually.
Wow.
So I took admission to the university, and I had to go to study mechanical. That means I had to be home. So I sold all the animals, but there was no one around me that loved them the way I did. So I wouldn't want them to just start dying. So I went there, I sold them off, and went back to school.
Okay.
So the slightest opportunity I had when I finished school, as a copper, I started gathering animals again, but this time around with knowledge and the kind of research mindset to research them and know the best ecosystem, ecosystem you can give to them. And with my background in software, I started building systems to manage them to, correct their behaviors and know what best you need to do to them at certain stages and phases in their lives.
Okay, so Mr. Wale, however, so at what point did you have a very huge farm now, where you're housing a number of animals? So at what point did you realize, I need a farm, I need to, I need a proper place where I can house these animals and even sell them?
Okay, great. Well, there was a day, a friend of mine, actually a doctor, came into my compound and said, I know you keep a lot of animals and I know you have quails. And your quails, do they lay eggs? I said, of course, we have eggs. And he told me to bring some. I brought 10. I gave to him. He said, yes. He will get back to me. So he gave me 1,000 naira. That was 2010. But I said, what for? He said, we'll find them. I said, no, we don't sell. They are just my pets in the house. And he said, he will get back to me. He went off. That thing he called back with excitement, telling me, yes, look at the eggs he actually wanted. That they had a patient they were treating with egg therapy, an asthma patient, and they used to get the eggs from Portharcourt, but he ran out of stock, and decided to bring, was not going to come in the next 1 week. So he said, let me come and see what I have, if it's the same type of egg. And lo and behold, it was.
Wow.
That same day, I went on Google, started googling the health benefits of quail eggs, and that changed. In fact, that was a defining moment in my life as it has to do with the farming business. So the next challenge is, how do I produce these quails? Remember, I had just four quails, 2 males, 2 females. How do I produce them in an organic manner? So I started using incubators because I have a mechanical background. I started researching, and that's how we started producing quails. Those 4 quails eventually come to about 1,000, and nobody knew quail eggs around us except Doctor and a few people around him. So we started creating newsletters, started giving quail eggs out. A pack of 30, you gave it out for almost 13 months.
Wow.
The first people walked into our
And we're making good money from doing this.
Yes. And we started know, but we knew it was going to be big business on the long run. It was the 14th month that someone came to buy, and we started branding the product, packaging it well, creating stickers, creating awareness, running free seminars. I even had to write a book about 200 pages, get them out doing seminars, and then that turned it around.
Okay.
At this point, our sales have grown to 15,000 eggs per week.
Wow. Okay, so Mr. Wale, you hold on for a moment. Let's go back to you, Mrs. Ola. So from what Mr. Wale has said, do you think passion is enough? Now you realize you have a hobby and then you're beginning to make money from this. But do you think passion is enough, or that there are certain competencies or trainings that you need to really bring this business, to reality?
No, passion is not enough. Passion is just your starting point. I remember vividly coming to Cross River State in 2006, and my husband's boss had diabetes, and I had to set up meal therapy for him, and it worked out. But when I needed to launch into the deep, which is the general market, I needed to acquire enough knowledge. And I went about acquiring knowledge in event management. I went about acquiring knowledge in decoration, in cake making, and eventually the bridal line that I'm most known for in Cross River State. Passion is not enough. We all need knowledge. If you're at home doing one form of business or the other, one form of passion, you're turning around to be business, please acquire the right knowledge. The right knowledge, first of all, it saves you time, saves you energy, it saves you cost of production, because you have the right knowledge, the right experience of mixture, of management, of usage. It saves a lot of stress.
Yeah, because while you're doing your hobby as your hobby, a lot of things you don't need to think about. You're just doing it in your spare time where you're relaxing. But now it's the business you're trying to do. So you're thinking of bookkeeping, you're thinking of staff, you're thinking of marketing and all of that. So
even the bookkeeping and the staffs it's not the first thing you consider. You consider the proper knowledge of that thing you want to give for money in exchange for money. You must be the best in it. Like my slogan always said, be the best on your wedding day. Why you are the best is you just have a day, just like you have an opportunity. This is just an opportunity given to you to serve somebody or to serve the nation. You just do the best. And how do you do the best? You must have the proper knowledge to be able to give out to the worth of the money being given to you in exchange. So I think we need more knowledge in whatever field we find ourselves.
Okay, Mr. Wale.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Wale. While you were talking, you mentioned something about you doing some kind of research. Yeah. So, what were the steps you took? What were the things, the trainings you needed to acquire, and all of that? How did you go about it?
Okay. Well, the truth about it is there is a lot to learn. Even though I had engineering background, I was totally new to animal husbandry in terms of breeding them, incubating the eggs, developing machines. So I had to research, and that's that way about it. I first started with Google. That's the cheapest. In fact, that's no cost other than your internet subscription. So I got a lot of materials which I read, and I invested in books, where I had professionals like tech doctors that were not in a certain area of incubation, and incubators. I contacted them free of charge, because some of them are friends that would also work together sometimes ago. So, and the best experience I had was doing it and creating, making mistakes. I remember the first set of 23 eggs I hatched was with lifetime incubator. And they hatched in the morning, 7 a.m. on the 17th day. I went to work with excitement, closed half day to come and see the chiefs. And lo and behold, they were all dead.
Oh my God.
all dried up. Someone went to the incubator and increased the temperature, and they all dehydrated. Right there, I stayed and I had to make modifications, came up with new designs, and lo and behold, we have commercial incubators today that you can even control with your phones. So those researches, they were in stages and in phases. Even though you read some things in books, when you do them, it's not exactly the same. So with that, we were able to do documentation of the processes we went through, the mistakes we made, and we were refining it, feedback from customers that we gave some of the products out, which too, it also made the products to be, improved upon and to be better than what we started with.
Okay, Mr. Wale. All right, people, it's still the MBMT show, and today we are discussing turning your hobby into a business. The numbers to call remain 070-95-944-836, 070-95-944-836, or 080-92-444-955. Don't forget to tweet at us at Heat FM Calabar using the hashtag MBMT show. Or hello, we have a caller. Hello, good morning. Who is speaking and where are you calling from? Okay, can you turn down the volume of your radio set? Okay, go ahead.
My name is Joy. I'm calling from Calabar.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
One thing is to have the passion for a business. Okay, first of all, you should identify your talent. And after identifying your talent, you should have the passion. And passion alone cannot lead you. Determination too is needed. Hello, are you with me?
Yes.
Determination too is needed, because most times you might go into a business you're passionate about.
Yes.
But eventually there are some mistakes you make initially that make the business not work.
Yes. Okay. Is that a contribution? You're contributing? Oh, okay. Please go ahead.
You might have the passion and the desire to do it, And after going into it, it's not the way you expected it to be.
Okay.
And eventually you may be discouraged, and that passion is dead, and you go for something else that you don't have passion about because you're making money from it. So another thing is determination. If you're determined that this is what I want and I must stay on it, no matter what I'm going through right now, you can stick to it and you succeed better.
Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for your contribution. Okay, now back to topic. With what she has just said, you must have, Mrs. Ola Ekine, this is for you now. You must have faced some challenges while you were trying to turn this hobby into a business. How did you overcome it? You know, challenges, distractions, were there some kind of skepticism? People say, no, this cannot happen, no, and all of that. So what did you do to the naysayers?
Yeah, like she said, you know, you face challenges, but the first thing at the back of your mind is, I have a passion. If you have a passion, no matter the challenge you face, you don't seem to give up.
The passion will keep you going.
Yes, it keeps you going. And even when you are not paid, you stand your ground to say, this thing I want to do.
You just want to see it.
You want to see it work. You want to see it work. You want to see it go on. Even when it's not working, you hardly give it up. I hardly did give it up for any other thing. I had opportunity to work in many other places. I refused. Like 3 weeks ago, I just traveled to go and acquire more knowledge in what I'm doing. It's not, you're not being paid the money you should be paid back here in Cross River State. But because I made up my mind, I've made up my mind. Ola, what do you want to become? I want to be a bridal consultant. I want to be an event manager. I want to be an event designer, a venue designer. To be a venue designer, what does it take? These and these is what it takes. Then go for it. Over time, your reward is sure to come. So giving up is not part of the deal. The deal is we must push. This world must. There's a way out of this world. You know. So anyone who has a passion out there, I'm encouraging you this morning. Please do not give up. There is a way forward. Like he rightly said, Wale said from Portharcourt, he told us, he did research on Googles, he consulted individuals. I've had to travel miles and miles just to set eye on an individual. I think, it's my personal opinion, that the person is a guru in event decoration. I've had to call people spending money. I've had to spend the whole of money people had given me to design a venue, and even put in my money, because that's what I want to see. I want to be able to interpret the person's idea for that day beyond what ordinarily will be given, you know. So when you have a passion, not that challenges won't come. Financial challenges, workers, the environment, the economy of the nation, diverse things will come in. But persistence and being able to understand, everything has stage by stage. You do not say you want to go to Marian Road to get a shop because you think that's where the market is. You can start from your house. You can start from Itagbo. You can start anywhere. What you offer, your service will definitely sell you out. That's what I think.
Okay, Mr. Wale. Okay, Mr. Wale, you have over 16 years of experience in software development industry. So I'd like to hear from you. You have this passion for farming and all of that, but then you also have a career path. So was there any kind of distraction or challenges you faced even while you were trying to grow your farm?
Okay, thank you. Well, my major business is a software business, and I'm only expressing myself with the other business that I have to showcase the ones that there are ways to manage business and get better productivity, leveraging of IT technologies. So the farm was actually set up the way I already explained, but the backbone of the farm is the software technologies uses to manage farm processes. So the challenge I had at the initial time was the fact that I had to do my normal, I had to go to the head office to work from morning till normal closing time. And the little time I had for my research was when I get back home, and sometimes after church service. So what I did was to create, maybe every other day I worked extra hours on my research. I had to build a workshop in my house at the backyard because some of those researches require that you create things physically. I needed equipment. So I used part of my allowances that come into me to buy those equipment to set up workshops. And to create some of these things, to experiment. A lot of money was spent on the research, really. And time was not a problem because they were things I was enjoying. They were my passion. So, you know, that passion, even when you see problems, you don't see them as problems, you see them as challenges that can be overcome. So I was being compelled, being energized by the results I was seeing far, far away. So that really helped me. It didn't affect my other businesses. It means we are even have to travel and travel. And some of the challenges I had was the fact that because the idea was from me, it was difficult to get personnel that could just plug and play.
Okay.
And implement those ideas for me.
Okay.
That was the great advantage I had.
Okay.
I had to set up a workshop in my house.
Okay.
So I just feel like doing exercise. I get into the workshop to be creative.
Okay.
That's how I manage it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wale, for joining us all the way from Portharcourt. You've given us great insight today. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you.
Mrs. Ola Ekine, thank you so much for joining us on the show. We do appreciate. We have learned a lot. Now, for you, my listeners, if you love computers and the internet, you can sell your services to help people set up their computers. You can even start a web design business. If you love to cook, start a catering business. You might even you might also specialize in one food, you know, custom-made cookies or cakes, for instance. If you love to exercise as a hobby, you could become a certified trainer and sell your services to help others reach their fitness goals. Do you hoard magazines such as Cosmopolitan and the rest of our Nigerian magazines? You can decide to sell them online. If you love spending time with animals, open a dog walking business or a cat grooming service. People love pampering their pets, but don't always have the time to do that. If you love photography, sell photographs, create and sell greeting cards. And of course, if you love to watch TV, you know, one time a colleague of mine said she loves to watch movies. And then we were like, how could you make money from that? You could be a movie critic, you know, in the entertainment industry. So you may know everything about your hobby, but you only know it from a hobbyist's point of view. Think like a business owner by conducting a market analysis and a competitive analysis to see if there is a similar business in your area or nationally. You may even consider contacting a mentor who can point you in the right direction while you are researching your business plan. Talking about business plan, look out for us next week. Our topic will be looking at how to build a viable business plan. So send us your questions, possible questions you might want to ask about building a business plan on our Twitter handle at Twitter CBNSSEDC. To watch our videos, visit www.youtube.com/SouthSouthEDC or email us at info@ssedc.org for more information. For sponsorship and advert booking, call Blessing Akpan on 070-128-23985. Till next week, stay tuned to the Late Mornings with Emma. It's over to you, Emma.
It's over to me. I know that turning your business, your hobby into a business deal